In this video, I disassemble and rebuild a Black & Decker jigsaw, model number FS5500JS. This is not a particularly high quality saw, and you'll see from the disassembly the extensive use of plastic and cast metal throughout. I'm disassembling this saw because the reciprocating mechanism exhibits significant movement from side to side and front to back. An additional issue is that the quick release blade retention head is loose and occasionally releases the blade, which is by far the most annoying defect. To disassemble, I removed screws attached to the head and the guard, which is held in by a tiny retaining clip. This guard also contains a roller that prevents the blade from putting stress on the reciprocating mechanism. This is a must-have feature that is common in newer jigsaws that is not available on older units. The bottom plate was removed, followed by the head and guard. Again, you can see there's significant wobble in the reciprocating dingle arm. Remove the cast metal face of the unit and remove screws holding the halves together. Remove the inner metal retainer by prying outward. Split the case apart with screwdrivers or plastic prying tools. Remove the swivel arm if equipped, then pull the reciprocating mechanism from the machine. You may need to rotate the motor to ease the arm removal. This is the mechanism that needs overhaul, which is held together with 4 screws. My unit was quite dirty with sawdust. Clean the part if necessary. Remove the screws, but keep track of the orientation of the parts. You can see here the cast metal half shells supporting the reciprocating arm, and this is what supports rotating the blade without rotating the jigsaw. Although this is a useful feature when space is limited, it significantly burdens the jigsaw's longevity because it wears even when you're not using the saw rotation feature. You can see here that the guard mount is very loosely coupled with the reciprocating arm, which is exacerbating the movement of the blade guard. Clean all parts, as debris in the rotating mechanism will increase how quickly it loosens with wear. You can see the shiny dark spots, which is where the casting has worn, causing loosening of the mechanism. The wear is obvious on the upper, lower, and both halves of the mechanism. This is a design flaw that will happen with all of these jigsaws. The half castings are not adjustable, so this wear cannot really be fixed. The jigsaw will have to be replaced. To give it a little more life, I cut some strips of Tyvek house wrap, which is similar material used in flexible packaging from the U.S. Postal Service priority envelopes. These strips fill the small gaps between the casting, but eventually will wear out like the original casting. I repack all moving parts with synthetic bearing grease. For now, the bearings are snug again. Assembly is the reverse of disassembly. Insert the reciprocating mechanism and engage it with the motor. Install the bearing. Install the top cap. Install the blade guard. Reassemble the case and bottom plate. Reattach the metal face and retaining pins. Reattach the blade head. Adjust the blade guard until the wheel touches the blade. The reciprocating mechanism is now much tighter, but it's also probably time to start looking for a new jigsaw. Good luck.